We got this fancy cable from Race America, this $120 FTDI adapter, which I'm pretty sure all it is. So first of all, if you look in here, you can see they're only using 2 pins. So I'm guessing we're dealing with 2-pin SPI or something here. I don't know. These, it looks like, go in here, we got ground, looks like it's connected. And then it looks like we have something 0 or something. I think over here we have like RX0, RX1 and RX0 is yellow. Unfortunately, the case is just a little bit like textured, so I can't really see what the chip is, but I'm guessing it's just a generic FTDI thing going on. When I plug it in, that's what it registers as. And the only customization that they've done maybe is what was connected down here. I did try to pop it open, but it looks like it's actually sealed pretty well, so we might have to be a little bit destructive to get this open, which we might do because it doesn't work. So basically, if we plug this in here, so you can see, so I'm not crazy, we're plugging it into the correct port, which is double labeled for us, of course, and we put this down, and we plug it into the USB port, and of course we do it the wrong way the first time. So you can see it flashes. The computer, the timing software that we've written is like, hey, I've connected, and if we look at application logs, we can actually see that it connected to USB 0 at 9600 baud. Yeah, and actually the second time it reconnected to TTY1 or to USB 1 because I unplugged it and plugged it back in, and Linux gave it that one. But anyway, so we can connect to the port, but we never if I start and stop the timer, we never get any data over here. The fan changes speed again. If I try to we tried it to see, so what's it on? It's still on USB 1. So if we cat USB 1, yeah, it doesn't even. So let's try to change a port here. Yes, we know. Okay, I gotta fix this. The software starts opening up a bunch of windows because it's retrying and failing. So let's close that. Anyway, so check the logs. We're on USB 2. It doesn't want to do anything now, actually. But anyway, the point is, when I am actually able to cat the output of this thing, it doesn't ever output anything over the data stream, and lights never light up or anything, which would, I mean, I'm guessing the light's on here for a debug purposes. So does that mean this? Well, we tested the port and the port is good, so very interesting. And we also, if we take this away, so we have this other FTDI cable. So this one is kind of just a generic cable, and see, oh look, they have all the wires connected, amazing. And what we can do is we can plug this into the digital display output. Okay. Now what this should do is and we were able to capture the output of the JA circuits to the Race America display, so we know what format this is outputting as, right? The JA circuits is outputting the, what is it, Chronometer or whatever format, which is the numbers in reverse order with the delimiter, and that's how that all works. So this should just be outputting in that format the serial stream, right? So that's not super difficult. We can just plug this in here. So we're on USB 0 again. So we're catting that port, and we should be able to do a manual start and a manual stop, and we don't get anything. So yeah, I mean, and we can double check that because we know that. So the JA circuits was running at port 9600, and I believe the display out was running at the same speed. We can double check that. But anyway, I should be able just to run the software and pretend I'm connected to the Race America timer right now, and I should at least get a garbled, data stream at that bit rate, right? Which wouldn't be the format the software expects, but it would be something. and I don't get anything. So I've added some logs here just to read if we get any bytes over the port at all, no matter what the format is, and I never get that, and the port is open at baud 9600. So it poses some interesting questions. Are both of these ports bad? Am I screwing up something twice? Does manual start and manual stop not output to the ports? Because that'd be weird. If you did a manual stop and manual start, you would expect the display to display the time, would you not? So we can test that. Well, one thing we can do is we could read the manual. But before we do work, I would like to just hook up the timers. But the organizer that lent this to me did not give me the cable for these. So this looks like it's something I don't have, like a phone type jack or something that goes into this type of jack. So you can see they are different. It's not just Ethernet. So we gotta get so we gotta get a cable that goes from here to there to test that. Organizer's a couple hours away, so that's fun. So yeah, some interesting questions. I'm gonna double check the output from the JA circuits to the sine and make sure we're using the same baud rate when we test the sine output plug. Unplug this damn thing. And I'm gonna just check the manual and see if it says anything about manual mode. Anyone else want to lend an Erase America AC4 timer so I can see if they're all just behaving the same way or not? It's over 90 degrees in the garage right now because it's that weak in the US West Coast. But yeah, we're gonna check out the manual here. And actually, you know what? On camera, let's just do it. Maybe I won't use this, but so let's see. Theory of operation. I love how it's I love how it's a theory. So timer of operation, keypad functions. We don't have that many pages here. We can just go through. It's completely self-contained, CMOS components, highly accurate, blah blah, internal crystal quartz clock, okay, as opposed to a manual clock. 12 volt automotive battery, interesting. Now, they say T-Link a lot, okay? And you go to Race America's website and like, I want to download software. Race America doesn't provide software for at least that I can find. They provide drag software, which is $5,000. So you have to go to a third party. You can use what is it, Proton or Axware or Xtime or Sideways Data, which is our thing. But well, you can use Sideways Data for a bunch of timers, but not this one yet, evidently. But it might work fine. It's just we don't have the hardware yet to verify. So what we're looking for is something regarding manual mode. Do not connect to an operating motor vehicle. Yeah, that's because it expects 12 volts and not 14, which is probably, that's related to other project we're working on. Anyway, so yeah, RJ45. To RJ11. Connections for the RS-230 data at 9600 baud, which is what we were doing. Anything interesting here? So we have this cable number, which is, what's this? 6033A. Where's this cable? I really need to clean up stuff so I'm more organized, but here it is. All right, so the cable we have, USB to T-Link 45232B. That's not what I have. Okay, noted. Okay, and if we want that, then... Alright. Serial port communications, we've gone through this, so the 232 ports can be configured for T-Link, wireless track sensors, or to interface to the PC running race management software. Serial port is enabled for two-way communications. In for T-Link data, out for PCs and displays. Wait. Must be configured at... We do that. In for T-Link data, out for PCs and displays. Wait a second. So, are you telling me that I can't do both? Oh. So when we're using the T-Link cable, we're only inputting on that port. I thought the T-Link unit could... Okay. Very interesting. So I wonder if this is actually, not this one, this, so either, well no, because this can't be between this and the T-Link, because the T-Link would have another one of these connectors on it most likely. It wouldn't have USB from the era this is from, I'm imagining. This might be meant to go in the T-Link itself, right? So there's a connect cable from this, which is the one in here, this to the T-Link, and this is meant to go from the T-Link out to the PC. So I don't have the T-Link box. Let's look at the manual start buttons. So we have manual start, so 3 and 6. See if it says anything about... To manually stop the timer, press 6. This is the same function as a car crossing the finish line and blocking the beam. The key is enabled when the status display indicates off. Okay, so it should be outputting over the port I'm at. The AC4 is designed to interface with third-party race management software. Yes, because you don't provide any of the timer sends signals to the PC each time a car breaks a finish line beam. Following communications for the PC. Hey, we have this. We know, because I had to reverse engineer that, because I didn't read the manual to the very last page. So... Yeah, right. So what that means to me is that this cable should work in this port. Okay, like that should work. So we're gonna do some thinking and be right back. Okay, so I have connected the generic cable I have here, and we do manual start and manual stop, and we get none of the bytes, the yummy bytes that we want. I did a Google, and I thought that since this port said T-Link, I need a T-Link cable, so I bought USB to T-Link. That's wrong. That's why you shouldn't label ports. I'm kidding. You should label ports, but that's confusing. So I bought USB to T-Link interface, which is different. T-Link is a separate thing, which is a terrible name in 2024 because you search T-Link stuff and all you get is like the TP-Link Wi-Fi anyway. So what we actually need is this one, which is different. So that's another more money. Okay. Okay, so we got the AC4 here, and we got the laptop, and something new. So it's been a few days, because we had to buy this, but you'll notice something different now, and they have all of the, most of the pins used. Looks like they're not using 1 or 2 there in the end. Yeah, 2. So this is another RS-232 adapter, except this is designed to go in the PC output port, because we read the manual. So we're gonna hook this thing up here, and we're just gonna see if now we can get the Sideways Data application working. Okay, so we got this thing hooked up here, and we're gonna go in the application, and we're gonna go to Race America. We're gonna go do this. So manual stop. I didn't get anything. So we'll look into that and see why we're not getting anything. Password. Okay, so we got our, move you over here. So we got our adapter on port 0 here, USB 0. So let's see what's going on. Okay, we cannot cat that. And we cannot tail it. Interesting. Connected again to the USB 0. Alright, so now we can tail it. Well, we did get something over here which is new. So that's good. I think maybe we're just not setting up the port correctly. Hey! We got the data! Alright, so now let's double check the application. Maybe I just needed to unplug it and plug it back in because of serial port funness. So we're gonna go here. There's some issue with the drop-down windows on the Linux version here, but luckily no one uses the Linux version except for me, I don't think. All right, so we got this TTY 0 USB 0. We didn't get any times. Okay, let's fire up IntelliJ here. Oh, it's not installed, it's in my downloads folder because of course it is. I'm a little bit excited. Now we actually have data over the port. I'm 100% confident that we can get it working again, or I should say again. It worked when we emulated it through the FarmTech device. So, what are we doing here? We're logging this guy. Okay, looks good, so we'll run this. See, this version of the drop-downs look fine. Okay, we're gonna go over here. Yes, I understand. Manual start, stop. Alright, so we got a message, we got this character, and then we got, so our time. Let me clear the whole timer. I don't know which time that actually was. It was probably 6:0826. So we got 826. Interesting. I wonder why the farm tech, when I tell it to emulate Race America, oh, the farm tech is emulating Race America T-Link. I see. I see. Okay. So, we are just going to let's insert a new class here. Race America T-Link timer. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna change. So we're gonna add a new one, T-Link, which is gonna do what I do today. And over here, we're going to change this. So actually, this is very similar to the JA circuits. Yeah, I think it's hex code 80 or whatever, which is weird. Okay, so we're gonna do this here. We're just gonna copy this whole loop. Honestly, we can copy this whole thing. So these are, so basically the JA circuits, the Race America timer, they're all up with the same format, which is Chronometer, I think it is, which is some timing company that is now defunct. Right now I'm just gonna copy the code around, and later we can have some common thing for that. So let's just do this. Oh yeah, so we're doing that. Yeah, I think that's everything we need. So we're just going to rerun this here. So it's saying connection error, so I just have something, but I got a message, 99,700. This is not used anywhere, so it should be using a new. So we got open successfully at baud 9600 and then failed. Interesting. Okay, I think it's just some logic bug somewhere with connecting. So let me look into that and then we'll come back. Okay, so we've had some time to go through the code and clean up some stuff. So we got the timer running and we got it connected, and now we got everything properly hooked up in the software. So if I do a manual start and a manual stop, you'll see that this is our little debug window we have open here that I can stop and start a few times. And now sideways data is now compatible with these things. And I think most of the Race America timers that use this port directly to the PC all use the same format, and the same goes for the T-Link. We support the T-Link as well. You just need the other cable, the one I bought before by accident. So that's all set up here. When you want to use this timer, you just select Race America and not Race America T-Link, which a new option will be there for that, and then the port that you're using. So we're gonna say we're done there, and just a kind of a quick proof that the thing works. We'll queue up our